claustrophobic mind, and I am not that vagrant kind. Baby, I just wanna take you home. So lose the grip and make it on your own. Later, you've got a claustrophobic mind, and I am not that vagrant kind. Not that vagrant kind. Yeah.
Take a minute, man, to be thankful that you're back in Boston, Massachusetts. Here we are again for another action-packed quarantine action wrestling pandemic. This is Mike Mann, joined as always with Buckley Swantoon.
Thank you so much, Mike. As we just saw, the left night blew up. The interview between Diamond, Wellington, Kendra, and Zach has come to blows. They will be settling it on tonight's pandemic, so don't go anywhere. And of course, joining us in the booth again, it's the legend himself, Tur Tahoe.
I'm happy to be here, Barkley. Ready to see the generation break the 2MB fourth wall wide open.
Absolutely.
Well, prepare to get your reality shattered, your walls torn down, because coming up first, we have the Pantheon taking on the French fried potatoes.
The king of soul, baby.
You know, Nathan, thank you. Thank you for last week for reminding me that not everybody plays fair. Thank you for reminding me about that great quote from the book of Ecclesiastes that though one may be overpowered, two can defend themselves. A cord of 3 strands is not quickly broken. So I get it. You brought yourself a friend to get your back, and that's what distracted me. I thought to myself, you know, I am the great soul. And for a moment I thought I could take out 2 on 1, but I forgot that lesson. I forgot that 2 can always help defend themselves better than 1 can. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to ask Playboy Prometheus, the great god of fire, the great god of the volcanoes and creativity and mankind himself. Playboy Prometheus, I need your help. I need you to help me take on this great, great foe, Nathan Burke.
Of course you know I got your back, Soul. You fuck with one member of the Pantheon, you fuck with us all. We'll take down that little Irish step dancing, count out having little jerk. Support you 100%, and I'll be next to you in the ring.
And there you have it, folks. The Firefathers are gonna be there tonight, baby. Woo! And the Pantheon. Yes, right. You see, Ecclesiastes says not just 2, but a cord of 3 strands is not quickly broken. So I got a 3rd strand for you tonight, Nathan. Whoa, but I'm not gonna tell you. No, I'm not gonna play your little game. I'm gonna surprise you. But tonight, Nathan, you can be sure of one thing, it's gonna be our time to shine, baby. Cause I'm the king of soul, baby. And I'm gonna shout on that ass, baby. Woo! The king of soul!
Bonjour, Americans. I'm sorry if I appear sleepy. I was just listening to the King of Soul promo. Oh boy, you cry because you lose to the greatest duo in the QAW, the French fried potatoes, Nathan Burke and me. What? You don't even know my name? You're looking out at this imaginary planet. You forget the longest reigning intergalactic champion in QAW history? Okay, I will make the King of Soul taste the king of the soul of my boot as we stomp you to death in the ring. I don't care if it is not a death match. I don't care if it is last man stomping. We will do everything we can to wake up the crowd after your very boring promo, and then we will beat you within an inch of your life and then convert the inch to meters and convert that to Celsius because we do not abide by American restrictions. We use the metric system. Okay, bonjour.
King of Soul, I don't get it. You're complaining that I brought a friend to the ring? I hadn't seen him in a while. He just came to hang out. It's not like we planned on throwing you outside the ring. He beats you up for a little bit while the ref is distracted by me, and that's how you get counted out, and that's how I win. That didn't happen, you see. Because I brought you back into the ring, and I tapped you out, fair and square. Because I'm the better wrestler, you understand. No celestial object in the sky is going to get one over on old Nathan Burke. And no one's going to get one over on the French fried potatoes. And this week you want to have a tag match? That's fine by me too. Maybe I have more friends where that came from. And this week, I might just beat you again with a little more solar flare.
Descending from their fiery thrones, or maybe less fiery in the case of PP, it's the Pantheon, joined by Lloyd Legacy Sharp taking on the French Fried Potatoes. The hostilities between Quebec and France is over.
Looks that way. Chester Maillard, a resident 1910s Frenchman, has joined the French Fried Potatoes in their crusade against the Pantheon. And you actually, whoa, look at them. They're showing up in the crowd there. Just men of the people.
Men of the people, this has got to be the influence of Lloyd Legacy Sharp on these two who once sat upon thrones of fire or sky or some such thing. But here they are now, out in the crowd amongst the folks. It is in reference to their new team of slightly more human, except for, well, you know what I'm saying.
Absolutely. They're with our crowd. They're with our bubble, the same crowd that's traveled with us all across the globe, even to Switzerland, and now they have taken up permanent residence in Boston. They all live in the stadium, in the Boston Dome.
Huge thank you to Lakalassi, who was able to book the Boston Dome for the foreseeable future, ... Shout out to Geek McGee for getting ... in legalese.
Thank you, and shout out to all of you in the chat. Thanks for joining us for tonight's Pandemic. If it's your first time, say hi, introduce yourself. We're glad to have you. We're here every single Thursday night at 8 p.m. Eastern on 2MB Studios. If you have not followed or subscribed to the channel yet, please do so. We also have a Patreon, and you can sign up and help support all of the artists on this channel, put on shows 7 nights a week, and even some days.
Some days?
Some days on the weekends.
That is a specific day.
Absolutely.
Well, the color has been drained from the building. That only means one thing.
The French Fried Potatoes are about to make their ignominious entrance.
Ignominious? That ain't no minious. They know oh God, no, okay, I'm good.
Barkley, drink your water.
Sorry, forgot to drink that. But look at that. You can see Chester Maillard has joined the French Fried Potatoes here to cheer on his new comrades.
Shout out to the first sponsor of the night, as Buckley was indirectly plugging their short-circuiting toasters. Do you smell burnt toast? They do. Head over to QAWmerch.com /short-circuiting toasters.
You see Nathan just walk through Chester there. They've already got that tag team continuity going. And of course, the hostilities between these two groups has hit a boiling point. Nathan Burke attacking the King of Soul backstage several weeks ago and then beating him one-on-one last week. He made him tap out to the Black Widow.
The King of Soul was on Turd Talk a few weeks ago, and he promised revengeance, and he did not deliver it yet, so it's gotta be fresh on his mind to deliver that revengeance here with his comrades.
Absolutely. We see several former champions here. Lloyd Legacy Sharp, a former QAW men's champion, and the Le Magnifique Nordique, our original intergalactic champion. And now they're all working their way up. Perhaps they're looking for a shot at the men's tag team titles, currently held by All Access.
I think you mean All Access there.
Right, I forgot their name, stupid.
How dare you? Well, there he is. Playboy Prometheus is going to square off against LMN. And here we go! Chester ringside like a ghost.
Well, here's an interesting combination of fellas as they get started. Playboy Prometheus, a huge fall from grace as a one-time god of Olympus and now a mere mortal. And of course, the Magnifique Nordique, a one-time intergalactic champion who seems to have been grounded.
Absolutely. Playboy Prometheus, luckily through the sacrifice of his manager / ward Pegasus, he still managed to retain some of his godly powers, but yes, no, not the God of Fire, a title currently held by El Mejor Luchador, but now the Magnifique already getting an advantage here.
Raking the eyes but gets shot into the corner. The King of Soul still worse for the wear after the beatings he suffered from Nathan Burke. Elevated Meteora! Down goes LMN.
God, the strength of Playboy being able to lift up somebody as large as the King of Soul.
Count at one, as is QAW tradition.
Not only is he large, but he is the embodiment of an entire sun, so you gotta expect that there's a lot of density there.
There's also a lot of amateur wrestling style. That was a excellent double leg takedown into a full mount. The King of Soul is no slouch.
Absolutely. We haven't seen Le Magnifique Nordique in the ring for a while. Nope, as I say it, reversing that reverse TDT. Magnifique not shown any ring rust just yet.
He's been spending a lot of time on LinkedIn trying to turn his third connections into second connections. It's very time consuming.
Make sure to check out Quarantine Action Wrestling's LinkedIn page. Make sure to endorse us in announcing skills.
We'd appreciate it. Networking.
We really need it.
Networking is the key to upward mobility. Just ask Turd Tahoe.
Hey, old Turd's got his fingers in everything. You know, I was talking to some of the folks I used to work with over at probably Oklahoman Wrestling, and they have had a rough go of it lately. People are not looking for Oklahoma-specific wrestling anymore.
By the way, congratulations, Turd, on formally being inducted to the POW Hall of Fame.
Well, thank you so much. They really needed it. They needed a boost from someone who brought a little bit of a legitimacy to something that in Oklahoma is not received as an art that often, so much as it is a sideshow of spectacle.
Oh, reversal there from the King of Soul. He's starting to get a one-up over his rival here.
Well said, and folks, do not be fooled. POW stands for probably Oklahoma Wrestling, not Prisoner of War. Nathan Burke with a snap suplex. Down goes the King of Soul.
Oh, God, King of Soul's arm!
Oh!
Holy fuck!
No! Nathan Burke is crushing the arm and shoulder of the King of Soul.
Oh my God, it's still out of its socket. This is horrifying.
We haven't seen this kind of mayhem since the Falcon broke his arm. Now Le Magnifique Nordique, is he going to pile on here? Oh, look at it dangling. And he's bowing to the dislocated shoulder. What an asshole.
This is horrible. Oh, God.
Oh, his wrist is... Oh, my goodness. But he popped it all back in.
Look at him fight through the pain.
Like a bowling ball rolling over bubble wrap. You heard all those snaps and pops.
Oh my God, my stomach hasn't been this upset since I was actually inducted into the POW Hall of Fame.
I've already shit myself. This is horrifying, folks. But again, the sheer will, the toughness of the King of Soul popped it right back in. He's already getting back into it.
He's just adjusted the bandages a little bit, and he seems none the worse for wear.
Wow.
Maybe we should think about our superhuman beings and the competitive advantage that they have.
We
Oh!
should.
Slingshot elbow and yep. Oh, as Buckley mentioned, he shit his pants. Shout out to our next sponsor, Greg Robinson's Office Supply Services. If you want your office cleaned or power washed, that's gross.
Absolutely. Do you smell burnt toast? You shit your pants.
1. Kick out at 1. Looks like Playboy farted directly in the face of Nathan there to kick out. A lot of ass-based offense here in QAW, now rowing the boat of Playboy, whose arm thankfully has not been menaced by this horrible Irishman.
Well, that's right. He's going right back after a different arm. He wants them to suffer, and we still don't know. Do we know why he hates them so much?
We don't really. I mean, we know Nathan's a student of the game. Perhaps, when you get in the ring, all bets are off. You take out the arm, that's just one less tool that your opponent has. Nathan Burke is ruthless in there.
Well said, claps the ears of Nathan Burke as Pee-Pee, but eats a short shot to the back of the knee. Now Nathan Burke chopping down. Oh! Pee-Pee in preparation for a beautiful shining wizard.
Well, there you go. When you don't have the size of your opponent, what you got to do is
hold on. He's got Playboy in the Black Widow. Is Playboy about to tap?
He's smelling the sweaty knee of Nathan Burke. And able to overcome it, sidewalk slam.
Wow, more heart from PP than we're used to seeing. He's nothing like the King of Soul to bring out that inner competitive fighting spirit of the Playboy.
Well, you gotta also consider that Lloyd Legacy Sharp is now running with these fellas, and if there's someone with a lot of heart, it's the heart and soul of QAW.
Oh, the Salus Lunja.
1. Kick out at 1. Broken up immediately by the King of Soul. That's a prescient point there, Turd. Cover. 1. Kick out at 1. With Lloyd able to right the ship, that was always the missing piece of the puzzle for PP, that focus.
Absolutely. I mean, Lloyd, providing that focal point for the Pantheon. Chester Maillard, still a new addition to French fried potatoes, and perhaps, I don't know, I mean, the Pantheon has gelled in a way we haven't seen since the generation.
Well said. Now the King of Soul tagging in. Saw some excellent congruity earlier.
Oh, setting up the Clash of the Titans.
My goodness, the vertebrae have been shattered. 1, 2, 3. Nathan Burke couldn't be bothered.
They took down Nordique. I think Nathan may roll to the outside after taking a hit there, but wow, a quick, decisive victory from the Pantheon.
If you saw back in the background there, the King of Soul put a devastating powerbomb on Nathan Burke. There's that comeuppance that he was denied a week ago, and it led straight to a victory for his team.
Absolutely.
What excellent grit from the King of Soul, with his arm and wrist absolutely brutalized during this match, still able to neutralize Nathan with a powerbomb, leading to his team's victory.
Physics be damned, he's the King of Soul!
He's a god among men, quite literally, folks. But what a great opening contest here. Don't go anywhere. The first round of the Swole Tournament of Champions starts tonight. Coming up next is Cold Hard Cashin versus Zaza Harvest. Winner moves on to fight, I believe, somebody next week.
It answers the age-old question, who would win in a fight? A hooligan or a mommy blogger?
It also answers the question, who would win in a fight? Zaza Harvest or Cold Hard Cation?
Did I shit my pants or am I having a stroke?
Fuck you,
yes!
Hello, QAW. Gentleman Doug here. Outed member of the Shadow Commission. Thanks, you, who I dispatched with post-haste. I just wanted QAW to stand on notice. The Shadow Commission is real. And we had to move up our timetable a bit due to being exposed. At least one of us. But be forewarned. All in QAW will quake with fear. Because the Shadow Commission is on the move. No group is safe. No groups. I'm talking about your little cabal, David Thomas. I'm talking about all the pantheon of gods who have invaded QAW and sullied its good name in nature. We are coming to clean house. You won't know when we're going to strike. You won't see when we are going to strike. But you will feel when we are going to strike. QAW is on notice. The Shadow Commission has its eye on you.
The monk crop is coming in hitting this season. And so am I. Cold hard cash in. I guess the difference is I want to cash in to cash out on my homestead. So I want to cash in and then cash out. And the first one out will be you. You're a self-titled queen, but that title of souls is so magical. My homestead could be radical. So cash and don't be kind. Zaza will be raining, cash and start complaining, baby. I'll sip lamb jerk gravy. New pandemic diva, Tanya's ice show taught me plenty. Harvest, knees get bendy. My intuition tells me I have nothing to fear in the ring tonight. Cold, hard, bring it on.
All right. Brand new tournament. Brand new chance to crush the competition. Let's see who I'm up against this time. Are you serious? It's a fucking newbie? I have to do a whole promo song for a fucking newbie? No, newbies don't get promo songs for me. No, not even worth my time.
Small's Grand Tournament, and I'm fighting some new girl named Zaza. Promos get harder because I'm so bored. No challenge here, there's nothing to fear when I'm fighting damn newbies. I feel like it's not even worth it. Most times I get singy, but I'm not feeling it now. New girls aren't worth my musicality. I don't wanna write you a fight song, cause you asked for it, cause you need one. You see, I'm not gonna write you a fight song, cause you tell me it's my whole thing now and I should keep it up. I'm not gonna write one, so shut up. It's totally not worth it, Zaza So is not deserving of a whole new fight song today.
And now a matchup you might see spelled out in children's block, Cashin versus Zaza, as Cold Hard Cashin takes on Zaza Harvest.
Well, knowing the caliber of these two competitors, this match is about to get an A.
be there when we are back every Thursday, 8 o'clock here on 2MB Studios, live in quotation marks.
See, there they are!
D's nuts, says Delia. Yeah, I really should have just said Delia. Anyways, yep, that Banshee Scream heralding the original women's tag team champions, Bitches Brew. Certainly the tightest duo we have in all of QAW.
Recently reunited, very much focused, but now there's a singles championship to go after in this here tournament.
As strong as they are as a team, Coldar Cashin, always an underrated singles competitor. Reminder, she has a victory over our former women's champion, the Slamazon, and this is her chance to really prove her caliber and, well, potentially prove to her mother that Cashin is indeed a winner.
Her mother, of course, being the Royal Rumble champion of all champions, Big Mama Dons.
BMD is undefeated in Battle Royals. Let's see if some of that winning genetic material dripped down to Coldar Cashin as Zaza looks to squash her.
Zaza, unfortunately, was eliminated from Top Rope last week after losing her elimination match against Claire Bear, and Zaza's certainly trying to get to right the ship here. She's looking for a sponsor, folks, and like she said, they don't want fighters, they want winners. So make sure to follow Zaza Harvest on Instagram to see all the farm animals she kills.
And those farm animals can watch her compete for a real life title. Nothing says winner like being a champion here in QAW.
You can put that on your LinkedIn and get a job interview, probably.
And speaking of champions, folks, reminder that the QAW men's champion, him and Wellington Arms, are going to be taking on the Slampagne Socialists, Kendra Dawsey and Zach Jones, coming up here momentarily.
What an exciting debut that'll be as well. A back fist is met with a back elbow. Zaza and Cold Hard Cashin off and running. Head scissors down, takes down one half of Bitches Brew as Delia, who, if you see her out here, means she can't fart on Swole Brittles as pillows.
Perhaps she did that before she left.
What a devilish habit that is.
Well, Zaza Harvest, well, she was taking it to Cold Hard Cashin a little bit early, but that taking it to is now taking it from.
Well, Turd, that's how the announcing game goes. Whenever you think you're about to comment on somebody's skill in the ring, they tend to get punched in the face.
Much like life.
Yep. Whoa, setting up Zaza on the top there. Oh, Tree of Woe.
Whoa! Oh. Running dropkick to the face. One. Kick out at one.
Got Cashin absolutely ruthless in there with the poison apple kick, one of the most feared moves in all of QAW. She's just brutal.
Sends her careening into the corner with a little added mustard. Oh, follows it up with a backbreaker, working the lower back of Zaza.
And also a reminder, another thing to add to Cashin's resume on LinkedIn, she is an OG of the QAW women's division. She competed in that very first ladder match to crown the first ever QAW women's champion. Zesty Esty ended up winning that to become the inaugural champion, but has since died in a helicopter explosion.
She had almost perfected her recipe for capsaicin. Oh.
Well, speaking of recipes, we got Zaza Harvest, who seems to have figured a few things out to keep Cold Hard Cashin down on the mat.
Flying head scissors there. Well said, Turd. And if you're somebody, who kills farm animals in their downtime and is really just in it for the money, what kind of offense would you recommend?
Well, you slaying an animal, you gotta step into your cutting. You can't just use only your arms. So she's going to use her whole center of gravity to visit violence upon her opponent, which is what makes her such a successful competitor, which is what got her into the QAW. I think we found her on the LinkedIn.
We certainly did. Many thanks to our LinkedIn scout, Trance.
One! You mean Le Magnifique Nordique?
I mean, yeah. Well, him and his assistant, Trance.
That makes sense. Oh, trading back elbows there. Zaza looking to thrash Cold Hard Cashin, looking to thresh her like a bunch of wheat.
Looks that way. And like you were saying, Tur, that center of gravity, certainly that falls in Zaza's wheelhouse. That shorter frame allows her to pull off some amazing athletic moves here, but she keeps getting grounded by Cashin. Oh, wait, is Cashin about to set up for... Yes, she's setting up for the poison apple.
Deep impact. Oh, right to the temple. Zaza's within range of the ropes. Willa doesn't care. 1, 2. Oh, powers out with the shoulder not even close to the rope. Zaza's still in this.
Now, Zaza reached down deep and found a way to continue. I don't know how smart that's going to have turned out to be. She did get kicked right in the head, so much so that when she went to feel how much it hurt, she just kind of dropped her arm.
It looks that way, and Delia hasn't even gotten involved in this match. We know how much Bitches Brew sticks up for each other, but perhaps this is a pride issue for Cold Hard Cash and looking to prove something.
Tweaking the shoulder there of Zaza, now whips her into the ropes. On the rebound, jumps over. Athletic ability, dropping down. Oh, but gets that heel kick shoved off, and Zaza very proud of herself.
But then taken down by Cash in there.
Yeah,
Zaza's going to check that ego.
There is a time for showboating and for fiddle faddle, and there is a time to get right to the ace kicking. And once again, I just wonder if maybe Zaza Harvest needed to stay down.
You ask me, the time for fiddle faddle is after the third date.
I don't think fiddle faddle means what you think it does.
Man, I'm on a roll tonight.
Zaza now rolling all over Cold Hard Cash and thought about a springboard move, but it's a back fist.
That hesitation will cost her.
Certainly, yeah. Zaza's had a ton of momentum, but she keeps cutting it off herself. Standing bulldog, an unprettier setup, and just smashing the forehead and nose of Cold Hard Cash and right into the mat.
I would like to go on record as saying how smart it was for Zaza Harvest to kick out.
It certainly was. But now she's looking to set up something here. Is she about to fly?
Yep, right into the ring.
It's catching, just swatting her down like a bug.
When you jump at somebody who's got that much of a size advantage on you, you can't telegraph it, or they can just watch around like you're some sort of little bug, like a little dragonfly, or one of them horse flies that bite you around the swimming pool. Hate those things.
My goodness, Cold Hard Cashin might be the resident powerhouse with Slamazon on sabbatical and Swole Brittles. The reigning champion who uses more trickery to her advantage, not to mention her coke-fueled uterus.
Her coke-fueled uterus, actually. And yeah, as we saw last week with Big Mama Don's winning that initial rumble, she gains an advantage. Oh, cover. Willard.
1, 2, whoa! Delia looks on emotionless.
But we do know that Big Mama Don's has an advantage in this tournament. I believe she'll be competing next week. We'll see what that advantage is, but it's Shira Nui there from Cashin.
Cold Hard Cashin will willing to put her whole body into the ropes in order to deliver that maneuver. That's commitment.
Absolutely. What makes her a former champion, one half of Bitches Brew, and certainly no shortage of wins as Bold Hard Bashin' when she tricked all of us.
And once again, posing for the blog, trying to get the Instagram likes and not staying on top of her opponent.
We know Cashin and Bashin are just two sides of the same coin. Being dumped to the outside from Zaza. Our men's warehouse representatives, apoplectic Bradley, doesn't care.
Certainly doesn't. Zaza looking to capitalize, though, looking to build that following. And folks, if you want to build your own following, check out The Joy of Posting.
Oh, God! Oh, Zaza fell on her face!
Once again, Old Turn will remind you that if you are going to jump at somebody, it's best not to let them see it coming.
What a disastrous crossbody!
Cashin taking advantage. We've seen some horrible crashes here, and it's only the second match.
Cold, hard crashes.
Oh my goodness. But yes, folks, check out The Joy of Posting, hosted by Rachel Anderman, Wednesday nights at 9 p.m. And also make sure to follow Quarantine Action Wrestling on Instagram. Claire Bear's been running the social media and get all the updates on our roster.
If you love cake, you'll love icing. And of course, sign up for our newsletter if you want to find out when fine programs like Hello World and Poof, the Magical Game Show are on 2MB Studios.
Absolutely.
Now Zaza trying to collect herself. Frankly, I think this is Cold Hard Cashin's match to lose after Zaza brained herself on the outside.
Certainly seems that way. She might be looking to take advantage here. Fisherman suplex.
1, 2, no!
She was slightly askew on the bridge there that gave Zaza Harvest just enough leverage to kick out. That's science!
Poison apple again. Is she out?
Zaza got kicked in the head. Also
1,
science.
2, 3, that equation spells victory for Cold Hard Cash and pummeling Zaza.
It's credit to Zaza for being able to kick out that first poison apple. As we said it before, perhaps the most devastating finishing move in all of QAW. Zaza, unfortunately, is out of the Swole Tournament of Champions. Cold Hard Cashin moves on to fight Baby Powers next week.
Well, when you jump off of that top rope and you're laying face first on the floor, there ain't much worse for you than a kick right in the head. That is, again, science.
Ain't that a kick in the head? Literally.
It was.
Yeah.
As a fellow once said. Well, folks, don't go anywhere. The women's action keeps going and gets a little bit catty, if you forgive my saying. Meowrion takes on Clayabear.
The first round of the Swole Tournament Champions rolls on. Cold Hard Cashin, the first to advance. Who will be the next? Don't go anywhere. Say hi to Boof Wellington in the chat.
And Teddy Ruxpin if he felt like showing up.
Fuck that guy.
Aw.
Hey!
Oh, hello, it's me, Queen Baby Powers, and this message is for AC Volts. Oh, did you know that we are tag team partners and that when we have a tag team match, you are supposed to show up? Well, you did not 2 weeks ago. And I had to fight all by myself, and I fought very valiantly. But I could not keep the belt. If we are to remain tag team partners, you will have to make it up to me. First off, bake me a cake. I'm not picky. Number 2, I want a big hug. Then maybe I'll think about the possibility of being your tag team partner yet again. Okay, I love you. Bye.
You unlock this door with the key of imagination. Beyond it is another dimension, a dimension of sound, a dimension of sight, a dimension of the mind. You are moving into a land of both rainbows and substance, of things and ideas. You have crossed over into the Clayabear Zone. Tonight, we tackle a creature so vile, so disturbing, so utterly insane that many have choked on a hairball at the mere mention of her name. But Clayabear is here to debunk the myth of this so-called furious creature. Meowian. Cat, a catastrophic waste of space. We will start with example 1.
Oh, please.
There they are, folks. They are itching to scratch each other's eyes out. Meowrion, the cat-based competitor, versus Clayabear.
1/8 of the tag team champions.
Yep, finally answering that age-old question that zoologists have argued about for generations. Who would win in a fight, cats or bears?
Well, my money's on the cat. Meowrion has left her scent all over the ring and is undefeated as of yet here in singles action.
Well, as someone whose uncle is in fact a bear, I've got to go on Team Bear, even though Claire Bear came on the show and said some very hurtful things.
Claire Bear has been, she's had a rough go of it, hitting rock bottom with that scrunchie addiction, but luckily her friend Breckstream pulled her out of it, and they are now the women's tag team champions. Brecking Bear, as good a champions as you can hope for. And speaking of Breckstream, she is competing in tonight's main event. Breckstream takes on Loaf the Wonder Bread in a breakfast bash, folks. So don't go anywhere. Make sure to follow 2MB Studios, like and subscribe. Check us out on Instagram, and thanks again for being here.
Meowrian certainly looks comfortable, even though she's a newcomer to the QAW. She's made herself right at home.
Hey, Buckley!
Yeah.
What do you call it when Chester Maillard makes a best man speech?
What?
A French toast!
Okay.
Can expect more of that humor during the breakfast bash.
Can't wait. And now here she is, one half of the women's tag champions, as Turd said, Claire Bear.
Now she's got the color bake, she's got the smile bake, she's got the enthusiasm bake, but can she get a winning streak bake as a singles competitor?
We will have to see. I do know that whoever wins this match is going to be up against Big Mama Dons next week. Certainly, as if they don't have enough of a challenge at each other right now, going up against a one-time #1 contender for the women's QAW Women's Championship. They're not going to have an easy go of it.
Well, some would say the Big Mama Dons, she is an uncrowned champion after all the chicanery that came with her title shot.
Absolutely.
Well, Claire Bear is certainly no slouch. She's adaptable. She's overcome physical challenges. She's overcome emotional challenges at the hand of our shitbag general manager, Fuck Tommy Jr.
Claire immediately taking down the area and put that cat in the ground.
It's important to establish dominance with a feral animal.
Absolutely.
Claire Bear immediately taking offense. I think that Meowrian putting a Kate on her outfit to re-emphasize the Kateness, while Claire Bear has no bear to emphasize the bareness, has really left her feeling a little bit inadequate.
Perhaps. I mean,
that's also science.
Yes, it is. Another debate the zoologists have been arguing about. But yeah, I mean, I feel like the money might have to go on Meowrian here. She's been absolutely ruthless since her debut, and it just has shown that she will scratch someone's eyes out literally to get that win.
We've even heard some tell that children who watch QAW, which is a bad idea, have taken to, adopting some of the offense of Meowrion. And of course, kids, if you're watching, get your parents' permission. And parents, you should be ashamed.
Whoa!
Wow! Code Meow, rolling sunset bomb.
Well, Claire Bear scurrying on out there. We know how scrappy Claire Bear is, and like you said, Mike, super adaptable, always just malleable in that ring, and one of the hardest competitors to put down. But no, again, look at Meowrian go.
Claire Bear looks a little disoriented. She was not ready for this flurry of athleticism and offense.
I mean, we haven't seen Meowrian go for early cover.
One. Kick out at one.
We haven't seen a competitor like Meowrian here. I mean, we have a number of our competitors are just able to fly, like even having a taller frame, being able to fly, but no, forearm right to the face. But Meowrian is just aggressive in there.
What a shot! Meowrion right back up, though. Whoa, as scrappy and as tenacious as Claire Bear is, she may have met her match in Meowrian.
Looks to be that way.
Escaping out from getting more of her eyes scratched out, and now huge clothesline, and wow, just yelling at folks of where they can get reasonably priced marital items. Icing. Marital accessories.
That reminds me of our other sponsor here tonight, folks, David's Bridal. You looking to get married? David's Bridal.
Smells like flannel. Oh!
Getting these up.
Set of wrestling tights made at David's Bridal one time. They were very flattering, and old Turd knew that he shouldn't wrestle in white, but he did it anyway.
Gets out of the way of that splash. Turd, wait, did you get tights made because you were getting married?
Old Turd is a terminal bachelor, it seems. It's fine. It don't take it personally.
Oh, wait, hold on. Taking Claire Bear that gut punch. The kitten's scratch.
Them fingers went right up into Claire Bear's nose, and while that does not hurt particular bad, it is very annoying.
Cover. 1, 2. Oh, kick out of 2. And we'd like to thank our first ever aviation sponsor, Logan Airport. Check out their bachelor terminal.
Yeah, make sure to go to the bachelor terminal. It's one hell of a night before you get married. Where are you going to fly to? Who knows?
Yes, we show up in the bachelor terminal and you think, yo, it's gonna be a crazy night in Vegas, but no, you're in Omaha watching Oklahoman wrestling, probably.
The kitten's clutch there at Claire, but no, Claire had it scouted. She's already out.
There's nothing like a crazed night on the town that'll be hard to remember, if not for your friend asking, is this Oklahoman wrestling? Probably.
We're in Oklahoma, we're watching wrestling.
There's so much corn!
Wait, hold up, setting up. Oh, the ear piercer there on Meowrian taken down.
Have not seen Meowrian down on the mat for that long.
1, 2. No!
But never for a 3 count.
Claire Bear is inconsolable and now just demanding that there be a 3 levied on this, but that is not how it works. Willard's hand did not touch the mat for 3.
Oh God, Meowrian. Yeah, Meowrian has not had to put up with somebody as tenacious as Claire Bear. She's thrown for a loop. Claire may be looking to set up. Oh no, bringing her up to her feet.
Measuring her opponent and completely misses. She may have ruptured her appendix there.
Oh God, I think she blew out her knee too.
Every last one of those shots that Meowrian put to Claire Bear's eyes have affected her depth perception to the point of swinging this match.
That's a great point, Turd. Perhaps, yeah. I mean, that's a great strategy of Meowrian there. Just absolutely flew over Meowrian there. I hope she's okay.
Hey, you gotta get up there. You don't see well. You think, oh, this Meowrian's a tall drink of water. I better aim high. And then, nope.
Whoa!
Oh God!
And now
Meowrian connected on that power bomb.
Yeah, Meowrian's not playing around anymore. She's getting heavy here.
Finally starting to throw. Oh, her superior size.
Whoa! And, oh my God! Look at this speed from Meowrian.
That's how you throw a senton, Claire Bear. Wow! Flying cross body. Wheelbarrow. Bulldog. My goodness, what a display!
And heels, no less.
Backwards!
That too, and now again, the kitten's claw there. God, Claire Bear barely able to see here. It's like when you're about to die in Halo.
And eats a heel to the back of the head. Cover. 1, 2. Oh. Claire Bear's got to be careful. If Meowrian draws blood or even smells blood, it's going to be difficult for Willard to stop it with all that red hair.
Now, and again, locking in the kitten's clutch.
Willard running in circles. Now engaging in a thumb war.
It's Claire. Oh my God, Claire breaking out again.
Claire Bear has never been submitted in a QAW ring.
Did you see that she used the heel as leverage to get out of the submission hold? That is ingenuity from the Claire Bear.
She is tag team congruity with herself. Claire Bear just so malleable in there. It's crazy.
Tag team congruity. Wow!
Oh.
With Breckstream as she spills to the outside. And of course, stick around for the main event, the Breakfast Bash. Breckstream taking on
Loaf the Wonder Bread.
That's right. Oh!
Wow.
Fake out kick leads to a knee, and now, Meowrian smashing the knee of Claire Bear. These two women, they have been colliding for almost 10 minutes here.
One hell of a battle this has been. Just bears versus cats.
An age-old rivalry!
Absolutely. No, more kicks to the gut there. Meowrian getting pissed. Wow.
A trio of mid kicks followed by a spinning wheel kick. Down goes Claire Bear. Oh my goodness!
What are we up to here? Now we're cutting to the handy cam from Randy Johnson.
Thank you, big unit.
We got him.
And now dropping an elbow. Yes, the former Diamondbacks pitcher is now a facet of Boston Bait. Whoa!
Meowrian just got the count-out win, and she thinks it's hilarious.
Pulling a Nathan Burke there. Meowrian gets counted out. Claire Bear has moved. Claire Bear has moved on to face Big Mama Don's next week in the Swole Tournament of Champions.
If there was any doubt that Claire Bear's darkness had given way to a lack of cunning, let that doubt be doubted. I talked myself into a circle. Claire Bear's very intelligent.
Doubt that doubt.
Shorten out toasters, folks. Shorten out toasters.
I think Turd shit his pants, and certainly the whole crowd has shit their pants on that victory. Meowrian has got to be pissed, but it's in the rules. Claire Bear has outwitted the cat.
Well, Meowrian continues to be undefeated by pinfall or submission, but as you said, could not answer the count of 10. Claire Bear outthinking the kitty cat.
Scientific proof! Bears are smarter than cates!
It looks that way. Well, don't go anywhere, folks. The Slampane Socialists are making their debut on QAW to take on Diamond and Wellington Arms.
Ooh, who's cooking toast?
Ladies and gentlemen, it is I, the real deal, Tommy Jr., your general manager, here with a few important announcements for you on this wonderful Thursday pandemic night. The roster still feels like there's a lot of chumps hanging on that the real deal wants nothing to do with. So, with that being said, we're gonna make some firings. That's correct. You know, I'm starting to think that it's a little unsanitary for food to be delivered by a canine. So you wanna know something? Lucky Lassie. Like a lassie. Fired. See you later, pooch. Find another job. I don't care what you do. Kibbles and Bits model, even though you weren't even that nice looking of a dog. I don't care what you do. You guys know what? As a matter of fact, I'm banning all animals. All animals, I'm banning them. Nobody bring your pets to work anymore or you will be fired immediately. The real deal doesn't care about puppies and kitties. Who else? Last time the real deal was in the ring, he seems to remember being thrown off the top of a cage. Who did that to him? Oh, that's right. It's not the Punisher anymore. That little chump goes by the Poet because he caught feelings for Claire Bear and couldn't control himself. He ruined war. And you want to know what? As of right now, he's fired. The Poet, I don't want to see your face on QAW property again. You're fired. You know, there's one other person that I just feel like doesn't really serve a purpose for the show anymore. Doesn't deserve to be on QAW TV any longer. Somebody, something that disgusts the real deal every time he sees it. Uterus. You're fired. That's right. Swole, I don't care what you say. I don't care what you do. I better not see Uterus in this arena again. They are fired, and that is that. As always, ladies and gentlemen, I am the real deal. I am your general manager, and I am here for you, the people. I am here for the fans. And I am here to make this company better, like I've always said I would. Again, I have an open door policy. If anybody would like to come and speak to me, I dare you chumps to come and try. This is a message from your general manager. Have a good night. Cut it, Sheila.
Do you want health insurance? Well, the QAW bylaws prohibit it, according to the generation, as they take on the social pain socialists.
Man, that interview went more poorly than every interview that Tucker Carlson has ever done. The generation was invited on Left Night to discuss labor and pro wrestling, and things devolved rather quickly. The Slam Pain Socialists calling out Diamond and Wellington for a match, and here they are, the Professor Zach Jones and Kendra Dazzi, the Slam Pain Socialists.
My goodness, a wrestling professor. Turd, have you ever seen such a thing?
Well, we had a wrestling professor over at Upper Peninsula Militia Wrestling. He was not well received by that audience, though. Thought he was too smarty paints.
Well, these two are certainly well received here in Boston. Make sure to check out Left Night every single Thursday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern, right before Quarantine Action Wrestling. But it looks like these two are tired of the generation's shit, and who could blame them? They're here to teach them a lesson, as only the left can.
I hate to defend the generation, but giving pro wrestlers health insurance when you've got a working doctor on your staff just seems redundant. Now, ever since his evolution to the Love Doctor, his operation and his bedside manner has been a little bit different, but old Turd's ass is still just as healthy as it was the day he came in.
Backstage, we have very specific departments for health. We have an OBGYN, which is where the Love Doctor learned to say, oh baby. And of course, ass health.
With so much ace-based offense, you need the ace doctor.
Oh, we have specialists, of course. That's what Randy Johnson does when he's not filming ringside.
Well, now that he's part of the Boston Dome bubble, Randy Johnson will be with us every week. And of course, also with us, the men's jingle belt holder and the QAW men's champion, Diamond and Wellington Arms, have made their entrance.
As Swole Brittle said last week, here they are, the Generation. Fuck you, Brett.
Well, sometimes you gotta throw a little bit of an accent on something to really establish that it's a different sort of thing. Old Turd does not do that, of course, for I am a professional journalism.
Absolutely, Turd. I've never known you to embellish your voice at all.
Shout out to... Hang on. There's a bat in the booth? Get out of here!
Oh God, get it out!
It's in my hair!
Ah!
It's asking for directions! It doesn't know it's already at the Boston Dome!
No, take a hang on, I'm gonna refer it to my globe.
Well, somebody stopped driving that Zamboni outside, but either way.
Jimmy Loftus!
As we saw last week, a hellacious match between Diamond and Eddie Cation. Eddie challenged Diamond for that QAW Men's Championship and came within literal milliseconds of achieving that gold, but still, unfortunately, came up short. Let's see if the Slam Pain Socialists can pick up where Eddie left off.
And here we go. The Professor immediately, gets shooken off by Wellington Arms. Eats a boot to the midsection.
Did these two realize when they agreed to have a fight with Wellington Arms that his arms are made of, in fact, metal?
I'm not sure. Wellington seemed to be rather well dressed for the interview. Perhaps they weren't aware of how metal his arms are, but either way, I mean, one hell of a debut in QAW. Not normally they'd be put up against Sean Carter and Mar Boost, but they wanted to go for the top immediately.
Well, that is some real gusto they got there. Not everybody can take it too, and of course, I have started to praise them, and Wellington Arms is right back in control.
Grabs him by the scruff of his degree there. Sends him into the corner, and now Diamond's going to check in. Oh! Right God. Into a thrust kick, and now...
God, they're not pulling any punches here at all. Pedigree immediately on the Professor. Diamond just rubbing it in.
Letting everyone know, no, you can't have affordable health care.
No!
Not as long as I'm on top.
Oh God, now bringing up Zach here.
Rolling through for an Alabama slam into... Oh my goodness! Turns him inside out with that neck breaker.
No, Zach rebounding immediately here, flooring the men's champ.
Even the crowd is on Diamond's side. There was a sign that said tradition rules, which of course means socialism is dumb.
I think that's Diamond's cousin.
Well, in the grand tradition of wrestling, nobody gets health care. They just get a little slip of paper with the Mass Health website on it.
Look at this. Diamond keeps trying to get up, and Zach stomps him every time, and finally rolling out there.
An amazing tactic. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Oh, right into a reverse DDT there, though. I mean, Zach and Kendra may have bitten off more than they can chew here.
Absolutely. Oh! Shoulder charge. Down goes Diamond. Now the Professor measuring his man. What does he have in store?
He's going to go for here. Oh! Huge clothesline from hell. Wow, shot cover.
2. Oh! Looked almost like an emergency break a la Road Rage. I think the Professor's been doing his homework.
Looks that way. And Zach going in to tag in. Yes, here comes the host of Left Night, Kendra Dawsey.
Here they come. Oh! Misses the stop
Kendra
there.
came dressed for a combat.
Willard!
What were you saying, Turd?
I was gonna say that Kendra came in. They were dressed for combat, but now that Willard's down, it may just be all-out war.
Looks that way. Getting that tag here. Zach coming in.
Double back elbow. And the Professor thinks that's enough. He thinks he's won.
No, in comes Wellington. It was enough to take down Diamond.
It's a rookie. That's why you can't let socialists wrestle. They don't understand the rules.
They think the pain should be equally shared amongst the public.
They just think that you can make an executive order and get everybody health care. It's wild.
Well, look at this. Some impressive athleticism from Zach, ducking under, flying elbow.
The Professor getting fired up here, letting his individual contributions lift him up in society.
We'll see here, setting up Wellington. Hits the Fisherman Buster.
Dropping him right on his neck, but doesn't go for the cover. That's a sophomoric mistake.
Well, hold on here. Bring Wellington back into the corner. What do they have planned? Oh, yep. They're hoisting Wellington up. Looking to hit him with mutual aid.
Down goes Wellington.
Is that going to be enough there?
Diamond has faith. 1, 2. Oh! You saw Diamond just windmilling his arms as if to try to motivate Wellington up.
Well, as this is a professional wrestling match, I can only assume that if the generation loses, we're all allowed to unionize.
It very well might be that way. And now Kendra locking in a shoulder claw there on the metal part of Wellington. Not sure how effective that is.
They're trying to work the fingers in between the flesh and the metal, and if it does work out, then that arm might pop right off.
If it
Makes
doesn't
sense.
work, their fingers are going to get cut off.
Come off. Oh, no.
Whoa. Oh!
Oh, God.
Set up a neck breaker and went with an elbow instead.
Disgusting stuff, and now hitting Kendra with the Baconator.
Dropping them middle of the ring. What else is in store?
The Diamond always brutal in there, setting up. Oh, God, the Kirifuna driver.
Kirifuna driver, submission hold. Will Kendra give up?
Kendra's still in this.
Willard tickling the newcomer.
Willard, that's their induction. Oh no! Wait, I don't think Kendra escaped there. I think Diamond let them out.
Well, he hits a Samoan drop for his avarice there. For his arrogance.
Arrogance. Ooh,
and ass soulishness.
Huge exploder there from Kendra. Kendra's got to get something going here against the generation.
Now Kendra getting sent to the outside.
This is a very casual toss outside, but
no.
The Diamond is not done yet.
What?
Oh no!
Oh my God! A pile driver onto the ice cream sandwich. Brutal.
That's the hardest part of the ice cream sandwich.
My God, disgusting.
How does Kendra have anything left? Diamond just pouring it on. Now Kendra, whoa! Diamond's back may have given out there, and we're up to a count of 5. Is Kendra going to score a count out? No!
Throws him back in. Kendra wants to win this legit.
Kendra is, like any good socialist, using aid from others and the goodwill of the crowd to get her and themselves going.
Absolutely. Yep. Running up something here, picking up a head of steam. Rebound, flying clothesline there.
Down goes Diamond. Kendra's got the champion reeling.
That was a punch with the might of the people behind it, and it was not enough.
I think that Kendra was going for a back spin out power bomb there, but Diamond just falling right on top of Kendra. Come on, the Slam Pain Socialists have got to change up their plan.
Diamond adding extra authority by windmilling his arm.
Oh, and now another Baconator right in the head.
Drops Kendra right on the top of their head.
Brutal stuff.
Now, repeated shots to the hamstring, trying to hobble the champion. Whoa, what a right hand!
That's called leveling the playing field!
Cleaning Diamond's clock, but unfortunately now reversing the weight there. Jeez, landing some solid hits, but again, they need to capitalize.
The top 1%er there, just a face-smashing maneuver, and I think Diamond's instincts are carrying him through this. He's a little disoriented, but this is the Slam Pain Socialists' first in-ring encounter. They just don't have the experience to overcome the veteran know-how.
Unfortunately, I think that's the case. Now throwing Kendra in their corner there. I think that they're trying to put an end to it here. Bringing Kendra up and down the reckoning.
Diamond mean-mugging the professor. 1, 2, 3. That's it. No one gets healthcare.
No healthcare, no unions, proves once again you just can't work through the system to make things better.
And there's that sign. Tradition rules. Unfortunately, applaud the courage of the Slam Pain Socialists, and they put up a valid fight, but unfortunately, they cannot take down the Generation. The Generation remains up top, it would seem.
The Slam Pain Socialists came in, eyes full of wonder, heads full of grandiose ideals. And of course, the Generation answered their war cry with "Who Medicares?"
Oh, walk into the darkness. If you forgot your flashlight, you can't get your way out.
Confucius said that.
Yeah, I think so.
I'm feeling a bit confused right now.
Get your own shorted out toaster, QAWmerch.com. Well,
make sure to check your pants first.
One thing that isn't confusing is this next matchup. It's
School. Make the third right after the Bumberland Strip Mall and keep driving to the first whorehouse on the left. Tell them Turd sent you to learn about wrestling.
Moonlight Sonata, Verlies, the theme song to Cheers. None of these classics would have been possible without the clink-clank sounds of the most wondrous instrument of all time, the piano. Hi, I am Hammer von Rogerstein. I have been a lover of pianos my entire life, and now I want to share some of my favorites with you on a compact disc entitled Piano Favorites. With Piano Favorites, you can enjoy such marvels as these. Have you ever encountered anything so beautiful? Unless you're the creator of this piano, the answer is no. I am not sure what this song is called, but this piano is called Steinway, and he's afraid of turkey feathers. Can you imagine that? Piano Favorites. Over here is Julia. Julia's an upright piano, but every so often she'll have a cheat day and eat ice cream for dinner. Don't you judge, nobody's a saint. Piano Favorites. Wait a second, is that Tay Diggs standing in my living room? Or is it a baby grand piano that goes by the name of John John? It is John John. You can tell by the fact that it is a piano. Oh, hey Tay. Moving on. Piano Favorites. Look at this little weirdo. And by that I mean have a good look at yourself if you think for one damn second that this is not the greatest thing you have ever seen. You should feel shame. Their name is Chase, and I pray to God I come back as a slinky in my next life so I can flop down these delicious piano steps. Piano Favorites. Piano Favorites is not available in any record store nor downloadable on any music platform because it contains no music whatsoever. Only 100 photos of my favorite pianos of all time. Plus a corrupted text file that I cannot figure out how to delete. Any help with that would be greatly appreciated. Thank you, Piano Favorites. This is Bailey. And in a perfect world, all pigs would be pianos. But as I have learned the hard way, this is sadly not so. I have made the mistake so you do not have to. You are welcome. Piano favorites. I do not know what the royal fuck is going on with Brockton over here, but I want to spend my entire royal fuck life finding out, if you know what I mean. Piano favorites. And this round one is called Zany. Zany is the love child of a small-town Casio keyboard and a sexually open jet engine from Hawaii. If that sounds interesting to you, then change your name to Netflix and buy my screenplay. But the pianos play themselves in the film. That part is non-negotiable. Piano favorites. And this is Jeff. Jeff is a lot, and yet never enough. Piano favorites. A lot of people ask me, Hammer, stop having sex with these pianos. And I always say, that is not a question. But also, do not worry. My love for pianos is pure, and I would never tarnish that with the sex. Also, nothing works down there. The doctors say it is because my microwave is missing its door. But who knows? Science is not an exact science. So what are you waiting for? Call now and I will answer the phone and we will talk for a bit, and when we both sense that the conversation is running a little stale, one of us will sort of initiate an awkward goodbye, and then we will goodbye and hang up. Okay, piano favorites. Call 1-800 Piano Favorites. Cash and pianos accepted. Offer available until the CD is claimed. That's right, there's just the one copy.
Greetings, residents of the Garden State, fans of Quarantine Action Wrestling, and fans of cooking shows. Welcome back to week 2 of Top Rope. I am the governor of New Jersey, one of the 3 judges of Top Rope, along with TVA D and Scobie. Well, everyone, last week we witnessed an amazing week 1. The 6 competitors from QAW's women's division left it all on the field, and in the kitchen, and in the ring. And we unfortunately had to say goodbye to Zaza Harvest.
In the wagon, kids. Mama needs to go to her anguish place. Well, Mama needs you to self-care her right now. I have lost in that cold brass ring, but in nature, Mama always wins. You set the GPS, and I'll see you soon.
But this week we have a brand new stable of competitors. 6 QAW favorites from the men's division. And their challenge this week is a very interesting one. One that, for fans of the show that I've seen last week, may be a little similar. The challenge is you in a dish. So, judges, what do you hope to see from the competitors from the men's division this week?
I want to see them really delve into themselves, really get personal. I want to understand the connection between the dish and themselves. I feel like this is an opportunity to be vulnerable.
Well, for me, I don't want to be a broken record, but I'm a stickler for rules. I need to know that you have the right proportions coming in. I need to know that you're following the brief. So I'm really looking to see how people keep tight to that timeline and answering the question that we've asked today.
Indeed, reasonable challenges from our reasonable judges. Well, men's division, let's get you in the kitchen and see what you've got.
It's your friendly neighborhood juice box here to cook you a little bit of a meal. What do we have in store for today? We've got some baked potatoes, some green beans, and a little bit of the New York strip. Potatoes are where you're gonna want to start. They're gonna take the most time, so we're just gonna rinse these off. Be clean, don't be dirty, that's disgusting. We're gonna poke these with forks. Top side up that you're gonna put in the oven. Preset your oven to 350 degrees, 1 hour, put them in, it's over. It's that easy. Top of the green beans. We'll get more to those in a little bit. We're just gonna wanna make sure that we rinse them. That's just there so they don't get wet. Peel off a little bit of the ends. It's fine. These green beans, they're named for their color and for the kind of food that they are. We want to season at every stage of cooking. We've got some nice New York strips right here. If you're rich, buy better steak. That's all I gotta say. We're gonna take that coarse ground salt. We're gonna put it over the top of both of the steaks. You can leave this out for an hour before you cook. You could probably go 2 hours. Anything more than that, you wanna put it in the fridge, coldest part of your fridge. A little drippy for the strippy. All right, we got these steaks going. We want this pan to a nice rip. We want it sizzling, so we can get that nice Maillard reaction. That's brown food. Brown food tastes good. Everybody knows this. We're gonna go for about 3 minutes on the first side, flip it over, get that nice salt crust, pop it right in the oven, let it finish. 5 minutes maximum. I'm saying probably less than that. We're finished. We're ready to eat. We've got our steak. It's perfectly cooked to about medium rare. We've blanched and shocked our green beans, finished them off with a little bit of butter, salt, pepper, red pepper flake, a little balsamic vinegar. You can use whatever acid you like. Baked potato here with some butter, garlic, salt, pepper. Finish it off with a little bit of the homemade hot sauce. Enjoy your meal. Love you. Sip, sip.
Hello, this is Kung Fu Bruno, former henchman and aspiring hand model. For my top rope, I'll be making power cakes. To make power cakes, we need a whisk, a 1 cup measurer, 1 egg, peanut butter, syrup for the after, and a container of the mix. While still warm, take your peanut butter and between 2 of the cakes, add a liberal amount, but not too much so as not to dry out the mouth. Combine the cakes into a amazing, tasteful tag team. Oh, hey, that's a championship combination. And that is how you make power cakes. Future featured plate of New Jersey. I'm Kung Fu Bruno. Enjoy your eats.
What is the real deal on a plate? You see, the real deal, when he makes a real meal, he doesn't have time. But what I do is I drink smoothies with everything I need. You see, what I like to do is I like to start with the little vegetables. An onion, a potato, a tomato, a potato, you say it. 1 whole egg. Butter. Natural farm chicken. Bananas. Almonds. Protein. And then I enjoy it, I take it in, and I become the best there ever was. Cheers.
Hey everyone, this is Chef Pee-Pee here. Obviously competing in the one and only top rope. Not here to make any friends. Been cooking for a long time, since my great-grandpappy taught me many eons ago. Tonight I'm going to be making Pee-Pee a la rouge. I'm just whipping up my sauce here. Obviously a lot of delectable herbs and spices for my rouge. God damn it, behind! They want me in the dish, there's absolutely nothing I won't do to win. Here we go. I'll give it to him.
You know, Pee-Pee's here to impress. He's here to dazzle. Obviously, I'm going to give the judges exactly what they want.
Everyone's brought their A game. Time to ratchet it up. Oh, the belt will be worth it.
You know, I was looking around at everybody else's dishes, and, you know, I realized they were doing pretty good, so I realized it was time for my wow moment. I needed to do something that nobody else could compete with.
Gotta go beyond the sauce here. Time for the whole kit and caboodle. Oh, boy. And there you have it, folks. This is literally Pee-Pee in a dish. On time and exquisite. Feast your eyes.
Well, judges, the men's division competitors really showed us what they were all about in the kitchen just now. So it's time for us to discuss what they brought to the table. Scobie, what do you think?
Right off the bat, I loved it. There's so much variety. There were so many things that really made me think. And now, if I'm gonna just go out and put myself on a limb there and say what my favorite was, I'm gonna have to give it to Kung Fu Bruno. Even though he was over a minute, and that's not ideal, but at the end of the day, I really loved what he put together, and I just loved that tag team tie-in.
Absolutely. What I appreciated was the quick cuts in that video. I felt like I was right there in the kitchen with him, watching those wow cakes or power cakes.
I agree with everything you both said. I was hungry and also compelled, which is the way I like to go through life.
Yeah. I'll tell you, I liked Kung Fu Bruno's, but I loved Playboy Prometheus's. I liked how he kept order in his kitchen, letting people know when someone was behind, when someone was in front, when things were going in the oven, and truly, he did give his all to his video this week, and what more could we want?
I agree 100%. If I could agree more than 100%, I absolutely would. Playboy Prometheus demonstrated tremendous skill in the kitchen, and I'd like to think that I knew more about Playboy Prometheus now than I did before.
The only thing I have to say about that video that he put together is, where's the sauce?
I'm gonna look into that. That might be on Pinterest.
Yeah, yes, indeed. Now, for me, as much as it pains me to say it, and even thinking about these words is making me a little nauseous, I have to compliment Tommy Jr. on his video. And again, it twists me up to say anything positive about Tommy Jr. But it was a good, solid video. I think we learned about Tommy Jr. And frankly, if you drank the concoction that Tommy Jr. put together, it would be a balanced meal.
That is true. That is true. All I have to say to his is protein.
Protein. Now, in related protein news, I saw that the Dragon had a delicious, tasty fried chicken meal that reflected the Dragon's role as a hunter. And I don't know, maybe it's just my emotion talking, but it breaks my heart to see the Dragon up and fly away. I feel like I've seen that one too many times in my life, so that video struck a painful chord for me.
My only concern with it was, as a hunter, buying is not hunting, and hunting is not buying.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing to be said more than that.
I would like to chime in with one that I was also a little disappointed with, and to be honest, as a past rival of mine, I'm not so sad to put him in my bottom three, but the clown's video. The clown was clowning. There wasn't any food. There wasn't any food! It's a food show!
Yeah, in my notes I wrote, do they eat sledding downstairs? Maybe I don't understand comedy, because I mean the clown was probably fooling us, but I have to say I was just wondering where all the food was.
I try to picture myself eating every dish that we see. And in point of fact, because this is a cooking show, we do in fact eat the dishes, but when the time came for me to assess the flavors of the clown's dish, there was no way for us to do that unless we physically consumed the clown, which is frankly not something any of us wanted to do.
I don't know how to say this. It truly pains me to say it though, because whenever there's someone in the competition that I have an affinity towards or similarity to, I kind of want to be able to root for them. But at the end of the day, the beverage wasn't on top, and that just really makes me sad. It was kind of I don't know if any of you are familiar with the Justice League, but there was a version that happened some years back and a new longer version with lots of slow motion in it that came out more recently. And the Juice Box's video really reminded me of that. Really, really well done, lovely and artful slow motion, but at the end of the day, too long. And so as much as I truly would want to take that meal home and eat it, I have to say that it just was too long and it failed to meet the requirements of the task.
Indeed. I can only add to that that it's an honor to have a former men's champion in our division, but it may be sad to see the Sip get snipped.
Wow.
Right. Well, as always, we have some deliberating to do, and so it's time to do it. And our deliberation is complete. It is time, as always, to announce the winner and the 2 losers of this week's competition. Scobie, please tell us who won this week's Top Rope.
Yes, like we've mentioned before, it was really difficult trying to figure out who the top contenders would be. It's getting, I would say it's getting more difficult every week, and it's only week 2. But at the end of the day, we had to go with the person who fit the criteria for the time restriction and really answered the brief, you in a dish. Who else did that more than Playboy Prometheus, the winner? We have to give it to you.
Congratulations, Playboy Prometheus, for a godly performance. Of course, there's another side to this coin.
And once again, it falls to me to deliver the unfortunate news. I say this every week, but it is very true. As we develop relationships with this incredible cast, it gets harder and harder to make an elimination every single week. But the men's division, bottom 2 that will be going to the ring are... the Dragon and Juice Box. Please pack your singlets and head to the ring.
Well, best of luck to those 2. And to all of you watching at home or wherever you're watching from, you're welcome in advance, and we'll see you next week here on Top Rope.
Mm-hmm. Let's dig into those leftovers.
Oh.
Next time on Top Rope.
That's when you decide to take your friends on a kidnapping tour, but you never come back.
The judges have spoken, and this eliminator match for the Top Rope Challenge, it's the returning Juice Box versus the Flaming Dragon.
Oh god, after Juicebox was just neutralized by that I-beam from our current men's champion, having gone on the shelf for about a month. What a hell of a return matchup, though, having to go against the Dragon, perhaps the most physically intimidating member of the QAW roster aside from Monster Darcy, but now under the thrallship of El Mejor Luchador. We'll have to see how the Dragon does.
Now the Juice Box, you said it based. Last we saw him was getting eye lasered to what old turd was afraid was to death. And now here he is, seems particularly un-eye lasered right at the moment and more laser focused on staying in Top Rope.
I mean, Juicebox has come back from death before. Diamond threw him off the top of that production truck once upon a time and very nearly flatlined, but came back with a hearty recovery. It seems that you can't keep Juicebox down for long.
Absolutely. He shed the trappings of prior beatings to come back even stronger.
You shed those trappings, much like how Piccolo... I fucking messed up his name! Piccolo shed his weighted armor! God damn it!
Buckley, sit down! Stop windmilling your arms!
Where's that bat?
Buckley, now!
I'm gonna eat it! I'm Ozzy!
Well, I suppose old Turd Tahoe is now the voice of QAW.
This is a 3-man booth, and sometimes 2 men and 1 woman.
It'll always be Mike and I.
Always!
Old Turd Resigns is the voice of QAW.
You motherfucker! You don't get endorsed for that on LinkedIn.
It's a resume bullet now.
Take that off your LinkedIn right now.
Well, it's very much like El Mejor's I mean, it's the dragon fighting, yet it's all about El Mejor here. The dragon could not be more pleased.
Well, there it is. Once you ascend to godhood and you pick yourself up a herald, and of course the dragon seems to be much more willing to do the heralding after the training of Wayne King. Who knew?
Yeah, it paid off. They picked up that victory last week over RIPBS, and the dragon, again, still seems to have lacked a bit of that initial brawn that the dragon had, but looking to gain that back here. And reminder, folks, this is a top rope elimination match. Whoever loses is out of the competition. We saw Zaza lose to Claire Bear last week. Who is going home?
And of course, the winner will be decided by pinfall or submission. Despite being top rope, you do not get eliminated by being thrown over the top rope. We encourage it. Now, a Magna Claw here applied more effectively than we saw poor Kendra try that on Wellington Arms.
Well, it helps when you can get to the flashy bits.
Absolutely. And again, props to the Slam Pain Socialists to looking to bite off as much as they could chew in their debut match and up cover.
Kick out of 1.
Hopefully, the Slam Pain Socialists will not be down for long. Welcome to QAW, you two.
The tag team division, just gets more impressive with All Access at the top and Wrecking Bear shepherding the women's tag team championships, and of course, Rextreme taking on, Loaf the Wonder Bread in tonight's main event.
You know, normally I'd say that this seems to be an impossible match for any... huge spear there, but Juicebox is a former QAW men's champion. I'm not sure the caliber gets much higher than that. If anybody can take down the Dragon, it might be him.
The Dragon has only contended with championship caliber opponents. He and Eddie Cation once destroyed the QAW ring in an encounter once upon a time, and shout out to Eddie for a game challenge last week against Diamond.
Absolutely. Now Juicebox seems to be taking down the Dragon piece by piece. Are they able to... Whoa, look at the strength there.
Well, that's what we saw a little bit of from in our last match. The Juicebox excels at taking the love of the people, everybody here in our Boston-y bubble, and turning it into offensive wonder.
1. Kick out at 1.
Turd, I get the impression that you've had a backstage interview with El Mejor Luchador. Can you perhaps give any insight into his motivations?
Well, El Mejor Luchador wanted the Dragon on the top rope to, of course, spread the word of the new God of Fire. He is very dismayed that there's not enough God of Fire worship in the modern world.
Well, God, might get some followers, but after that move from the Dragon, this is not looking good for Juicebox.
Gorilla Press Spinebuster now working over the knee, looking to dissect the former men's champion.
Bringing him up, is he gonna lock in? Got that choke slam. No, Juicebox escapes.
He's got him in a front headlock and now whips him around. Some impressive judo from Juicebox. Got caught up in the ropes there, but he's got a few new tricks.
Well, maybe been doing some training while he was away, perhaps looking to bring up and hit the Dragon with the final straw. He gets him up there. Impressive stuff.
Down goes the Dragon. 1, 2, no!
Not enough. The Dragon, it still is that beast there, but perhaps starting to sharpen its fangs yet again.
The Dragon,
he's a little bit dismantled, and the Juicebox has got a little bit of the momentum. We'll see if he can keep it up, but he's kind of at a loss for what to do.
Maybe finally realizing just how much bigger the Dragon is than him. The Dragon disoriented.
The Dragon thrown through a loop there when he got, flung around in that last straw. I think he got completely disoriented. Now Juicebox taking full advantage.
A huge scoop slam there. Juicebox just throwing around the Dragon. Impressive strength.
You cannot underestimate the power of the Juicebox.
Certainly can't.
There he is, just measuring his, I'd say measuring his man, but measuring his fiery creature. You wonder, what other tricks the Dragon may have under the tutelage of Wayne King.
Now, it's been a long time since we've seen this. Telling the crowd to suck it, now hitting the Dragon with that Bronco Buster.
Sip, bitch.
Throw up your juice boxes in the chat, folks. Cover.
1, 2, no, kick out at 2. Despite having Juicebox's junk bounced on his chest, the Dragon is not defeated.
Who knew? But no, hold up, bringing him up here. Looking to hit him with the Tour Stopper if he can get his leg all the way up, and he does.
Right to his
El
chin.
Mayor Luchador's apoplectic.
2. Kick out at 2.
Oh man, again, the Dragon's still so hard to keep down, not having to rely on that scrappy resilience like Claire Bear, just his sheer power.
Now buries an elbow right in the chest of the Dragon. Now looking to follow up, but the Dragon sends Juicebox to the apron. And hefts him right back in, just overpowering him. 1. Kick out at 1.
He thought that maybe his burliness and his haft would keep the juice barks down. Really needed to hook that leg. Can't tell you how important hooking the leg is.
I mean, we've seen, gets dumped to the outside, but we've seen the heart that Juicebox has. Unfortunately, that heart didn't help him much up against a cyborg eye laser, but either way, he's still in this fight, folks.
Well, I think if you're gonna bounce back from a cyborg eye laser attack, you need some kind of mystical or sciencey shield, or possibly someone to stand in front of you and take the blow.
Yeah, perhaps up that Constitution stat a bit. Oh, hold on. German suplex bringing him up. Is he gonna take him again? Yes, he is.
Looks like a trio of German suplexes from the Dragon. Down goes Juicebox. Cover. 1, 2. Oh my goodness, Juicebox is out!
The juice box is down, and the God of Fire once again continues to spread his word by means of cooking show.
My God, Juicebox eliminated from top rope. What an upset, folks. The former men's champion seems to not be back on his feet just yet. Those 3 German suplex knocked him out.
A former QAW men's heavyweight champion has been felled by the new and, dare I say, improved Forged in Fire Dragon.
Well, the Dragon's now 2-0 under the tutelage of El Mejor Luchador. Certainly good looking on the Dragon's horizon, but unfortunately, big shocking upset there from Juicebox. I mean, well, you know what I mean.
Upset to Juicebox. He's very upset.
I'd be upset too if someone that large just threw me at the ground that hard.
Well, folks, don't go anywhere. Up next is the final match of round 1 of the Swole Tournament of Champions. Delia Payne of Bitches Brew takes on one of the judges of Top Rope, Scobie, returning to the ring. And again, thank you so much for being here. Make sure to follow and subscribe to 2MB Studios. Check out our Patreon, please, if we could get that link put up in the chat. Check out the different tiers of all the content being offered and help support all the artists who put together content for you 7 nights a week, 2 days a week. And we hope that you're being safe and getting your asses vaxxed.
Those 2 days are some of the days.
They certainly are.
That's what my globe says.
Ass.
Oh, bacterioactive.
I'm waking up, it's been X months. I wipe my brow and it's been enough. You're missing all the kombucha. Tasty. I'm breaking in, shaping up. I'm checking out all the rumble stuff. This is it, Swole Tournament.
It's Delia, bitch.
A symbiotic culture of microbes, bacteria, and yeast is my home. Welcome to the new age, Scobie's new page. Welcome to the new age, Scobie's new page. Whoa,
Taking my flat rate down.
whoa, bacterioactive. Whoa,
But you first, love.
Bacterioactive.
Scobie, can't you see we're rolling? This one is mine, give you fair warning. It's dangerous, you're falling. There's no escape, Don't tempt fate, I need a win. Baby, give me it. I'm dangerous and loving it. Kombucha is disgusting, I wanna die. You're toxic and not fucking gonna taste all your poison paradise. Delia's crushing you, don't you know that I'm toxic? I prefer my own brew, kombucha's bloody toxic. Yeah. I'm gonna get you now, don't agitate me now. I think I'm ready now, I hope you're ready now. I'm gonna get you now, don't agitate me now. I think I'm ready now, I hope you're ready now.
Crushing you's my only goal. Victor just gets upstaged by this boots rage. Welcome to the new age. Scobie's rampage.
Delia's crushing you, don't you know that I'm toxic? I prefer my own brew, kombucha's bloody toxic. Piss off. It's Delia, bitch.
And here they are, folks, the final matchup in the Swole Brittles Tournament Eliminator, excuse me. Delia Payne versus Scobie.
Let's hope Delia Payne's recovered from that pink eye after... Wait, hold on. She farted in Swole's pillow. Let's hope she's recovered from farting in pillows.
She's
well, you fart in a pillow, it does take you out of commission for a few days if you put a really big one in there. Old Turd was in incalculably extreme wrestling, and that was a maneuver that I like to do to get into my opponent's head and also eye.
As the name suggested, folks, it was ew wrestling.
Well, we saw Cold Hard Cash and take down Zaza Harvest earlier tonight. Let's see if Bitches Brew can go 2-0 here in the Swole Tournament of Champions.
Do we think that there's a little bit of pressure being felt on Delia to do as her partner did when you know?
Well said, Turd.
Thank you. I'm a journalism.
Well, you can put that on your LinkedIn, but here we are, the voices of QAW. Buckley Swantoon, Mike Mann, joined by Turd Tahoe.
That's me!
We are legends.
You know, as we said so. Speaking of a legend, as it comes to the strength of your stomach lining, it's Scobie!
The lights are out, right? This is not the burnt toast.
There, Scobie goes.
No, Karen, Scobie.
Swing and a miss.
Well, she's like a scorpion. She comes in the dark and then she stings you. I guess. I don't know.
Yep, that classic mannerism of a scorpion. Finding its way through the desert in the dead of night just to sting a vulture.
Scorpions are the raccoons of the desert.
Yep, they have cute little masks and gloves. They walk on their hind legs.
They're so cute.
They rob little desert banks with sacks with dollar signs on them.
Oh, scorpions.
When will you learn?
Well, let's hope that Scobie has learned a couple recipes to boost that stamina. We know how tough of a competitor Delia Payne can be on her own. Single-handedly winning that Slams-giving team versus team matchup for her team. Legendary stuff put on by Delia, and Scobie has got to keep her focus here.
Delia Payne, very successful singles wrestler. I once asked her why even bother with a tag team, and she said it was because there are plenty of titles to win. So there you have it. She wants all of the titles.
Oh, side Russian leg street. My goodness, is there burnt toast?
I think there's a gas leak here in the Boston Dome.
This is a brand new sports facility. We gotta talk to some of the architects and the engineers and possibly the concessions people.
Yeah, I think there might be something in my drink, but either way, Scobie and Delia Payne wrapping up here. My God!
There is something in your drink, Buckley. It's called Orange Julius. Try the new Scorpion flavor with new stinging sensation.
It only tastes good at night.
If you drink enough catnip, it affects humans.
Just ask Marion. Now working over the arm is Delia. Cold Hard Cashin victorious earlier tonight. We'll see if both halves of Bitches Brew are going to be in the win column.
Yeah, most people, I mean, Delia Payne's an underrated submission expert here in QAW, just managing to take down an opponent just limb by limb, but Scobie not having any of it, throwing, hey, look at that flip, no, Delia moves out of the way.
Well, you gotta think, if you're coming into somebody who's got that submission experience, Scobie's gotta be a little extra worried. She might have had a little more confidence if we'd gotten some health care for these wrestlers.
Hopefully Scobie isn't too full after all those dishes from this week's top rope.
Oh! My goodness, just having that arm snap. The judges eat all the culinary creations, huh?
I believe so. They eat so much every week. It's like 10,000 calories.
My goodness. Well, I hope the governor shares it with the good people of New Jersey. That would help keep him the least divisive judge on top rope.
Certainly would. Well, Scobie, looking to use that hip press on Delia, but moves out of the way. Delia flips over into an alley-oop.
Sends her face first into the edge of that diamond-encrusted ring.
Are we gonna see another count-out victory in this tournament?
We better not.
Well, Delia just coaxing Scobie back in. We know how much of a shit talker she is. Oh, draped across the ropes.
Whoa, misses a right hand there. Scobie now looking to follow up. Delia shot into the corner. Front handspring and again misses.
Putting too much flair on those moves there. Delia flatliner there, and Scobie is managing to take advantage.
There you have it, Delia Payne going straight forward. Just grab somebody and fall down and make them hit the earth below you. That is some wrestling offense without the flair, but it is very effective.
It is, and now taking out the legs of Scobie. Just a very known to take to the skies there, and Delia trying to neutralize that part of her arsenal.
Keep Scobie grounded, and she can, as Turd astutely put, use that style that uses gravity and your opponent's body weight against her, and here we're about to see more of that. Oh!
Double knees there.
Scobie looked relaxed right up until the knees came down in her abdomen.
2! Oh! Just like Buckley at a massage parlor.
Yep, I'm always so relaxed.
Until those knees on the abdomen.
Well, you get what you pay for, you know?
Why are you paying for that?
Bring it
up. We gotta teach you to read the menu.
They have menus at massage parlors?
Flying head scissors brings down Scobie. Cover. 1, 2. Oh, yep, it's typically 30 minutes, 60 minutes, or crab rangoon.
Rub the crab rangoon into my joints, please.
It's got amazing healing properties.
Certainly does.
It's like acupuncture with crabs.
They're built for it.
Much like a scorpion.
There's a wrestling match happening.
Really? No. And now a shot to the kick. Whoa, misses the second, hits the third. Scobie mixing it up there on Delia.
Spinning Delia around in the corner there, trying to throw her for a loop. Nope, changes her mind.
If she dizzies up the girl, will she beat her like a goo doll?
I think that gas leak here in the Boston Dome is starting to affect the wrestlers too.
Spanish bomb there in Scobie. Delia trying to get her wits about her. Oh!
And able to do so. Counters with a completely flattened out head scissors. All that core strength from all that good bacteria.
Keeps throwing Delia into the corner here. Now Scobie looking to hit. Yes, the kombucha.
She's just crazy about you, Delia. Oh! Tried to follow it up with a kick to the chest, but dragon screw leg whip.
Delia Payne, a master of the fundamentals here, and just adapting to each of these different moves Scobie throws at her. Scobie has got to try and press her advantage here.
Release Saito suplex, ground Scobie, and now Delia looking to fly. We don't often see her go to the top rope.
We don't. She seems nervous.
Oh!
Right in the spine.
She's very pleased with herself. Look at that. She's going to put this on her LinkedIn.
Who wouldn't be? She had to adjust in midair, and I didn't think that... Oh, Delia was sober enough to do that. She's so proud of herself, she's going for it again.
She's like Drunken Master, it would seem. Going back up. Is she going to try to hit another elbow to put Scobie away? Hesitates. Oh, God. Scobie's got to get up.
2 in a row. That's another bullet point. Do it, Delia Payne.
That's a double in bowling. Is she going to make Scobie into a turkey?
She's going to the well a third time. This can't go well.
Delia's going to put it on her fans only page if she hits this.
QAWmerch.com/fans only /
Oh, misses it.
It's like they say, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice. Ouch.
Scobie's got her into B's knees.
Delia's trapped between those honeycomb patellas, but no, able to find her way out.
Oh, man. Great. Like striking in the night like a scorpion does. Scobie almost managed to submit Delia Payne there, but Delia recovering.
Beautiful flying head scissors, much like a scorpion.
Yeah, we know those head scissors from scorpions, but now hitting... Oh, maybe it was going for a train of pain there, but Scobie escapes.
Scobie well scouted. She's not just a well-qualified judge on top rope. Cover! Kick out at 1. She watches tape on all of her competitors to make sure that that her belly is full of knowledge.
Bringing up a recipe of destruction.
And cooking some wrestling. I don't know.
Shoots Delia into the corner. Scobie stalking her prey.
No.
Doesn't get the chance to spin Delia around again.
Delia, well scouted that time. You can't keep fooling her with some in the corner spinneroonies. That'll get you.
Let's see. Oh!
God, land a move in the corner.
Scobie will not be stopped.
Trying so hard again.
Once again, evaded it.
God.
Oh! Pays for it with a beautiful key crusher. Delia's had enough of these shenanigans.
Rolls out, gets in Cashin's face.
Oh no!
We're going for it again. Back to the corner.
Scobie has a game plan, and Scobie is going to stick to that game plan.
And it's embarrassing.
Rubbing her ass in the ass-based offense.
This is the most psychologically intense match I've ever seen.
Scobie's trying to hit that move for 6 minutes.
She finally got it. Now what does she have in store?
Oh my God, heel kick.
Scobie laughing at Delia.
Finally, it took me 6 minutes, but I landed it.
She is looking for... Well, I thought she was going to look for another corner.
Like a modified bee's knees, but just buried an elbow in the top of her head. Just assessing all the damage she's done. Delia has been fully just made to be a joke.
Seems that way. Now Scobie up to the top, bringing up Delia Payne here.
Wants her to see this coming.
Oh my God, an eclipse from halfway across the ring.
1, 2. Oh my, how did Delia kick out of that?
Wow, we've never seen Scobie pull out a move like that before. A full-on eclipse. Delia Payne, I thought her head was going to be taken off.
I have never seen a twisting cutter like that in a QAW ring. Sends her in the corner.
Back to the basics
when
here.
It works, it works.
Oh.
All of that for a punch.
Wait, hold on. Following up with the drop kick here. Scobie's got running her own train of pain there. Double knees, foot stomp.
My goodness. Just a
into the corner.
Oh my goodness.
And this time Delia saw it coming.
And hits her own cutter.
Springboard cutter off the ropes there. Scobie's thrown for a loop.
I think Scobie was getting a little too full of herself with all that corner-based offense.
Perhaps.
As I say that.
Going back to the corner.
Dropping Delia.
God.
What an onslaught.
If it ain't broke, keep it taking Delia Payne with it. That's what Scobie always says.
Scobie's laughing at her.
No. Corkscrew leg trip there. I think Delia... Oh. The fun and games are over. Buries a knee into her back. Now it's... Turns her over and now trying to work that. What do we have here? Figure 4 by Delia.
This is a classic.
Scobie's locked in there. Oh, wait, Scobie's tapping out. Delia Payne gets a submission victory and is moved on in the Swole Tournament of Champions.
You just have to reach into the paste to find the classic maneuvers that can put away an opponent. Delia Payne got put into a corner no less than 17 times, but came out each one!
She gets the last laugh on Scobie. Scobie had a winning game plan, but just couldn't seal the deal. Delia, if she knows one thing in a QAW ring, it's how to win.
Well, congratulations to all of our competitors. Delia Payne has moved on. She will be fighting Payne Austin next week. The British rivalry continues, and Claire Bear will be up against Big Mama Dons and Cold Hard Cash and taking on Baby Powers all next week, folks. But don't go anywhere. One match left. Our main event tonight is a breakfast bash between Loaf the Wonder Bread and one half of the women's tag team champions, Breck Stream.
Chock full of protein, chock full of friendship, so Loaf says, and you know what? Loaf's alright.
You heard it here, folks. Mike loves Loaf, and Loaf loves Mike.
We're not going that far yet.
You'll come around.
Loaf.
Oh, Turd loves Loaf.
Me too.
What's so scary about breakfast?
Tonight's main event, Loaf the Wonder Bread competing in women's action versus Breck Stream.
We saw Loaf the Wonder Bread take on Playboy Prometheus in that redemption belt match several weeks ago, and out of the goodness of their heart, throwing Playboy back in the ring in order to pick up that victory. But if Loaf goes into this match quite as merciful, Breck Stream's going to take advantage.
Well, you gotta wonder what the motivation is for throwing somebody back in the ring and not accepting the count-out victory. But you've also got to wonder what the motivation is for taking Breck Stream in a ring. I don't know. Motivations are hard.
And there they are, the inflatable Loafettes.
Check them out at Radio City Music Hall this Christmas.
They've been working hard all off-season, and folks, when we're able to gather again, it'll probably mean the end of Quarantine Action Wrestling, but until then, enjoy the in-ring action.
The clock has nearly struck midnight, and our doom is upon us.
We're $14 trillion in debt. You know how many crescent rolls that is?
So many.
Loaf does. And there's that, well, demon-esque but also endearing wink. It looks into your soul and wants to hug it.
It makes me feel kind of warm, much like Loaf did when Playboy Prometheus threw him in the oven.
Like, just pieces of Loaf literally torn off and consumed by Playboy, but even that wasn't enough for for Loaf to turn an eye on somebody who needed redemption.
Yeah, Loaf came back more full than ever as they and Education managed to pick up that victory over the Generation merely 2 weeks ago.
Well said, and you see one half of Brecking Bear making her energetic entrance. It's Breckstream.
Well, like we said before, we had a one half of a tag team that was successful. Does that put a little more pressure on the other half of a tag team?
Yeah, we haven't seen much singles action from Breckstream. Certainly the steadfast powerhouse of Brecking Bear and just that base for Claire Bear and the team. And we'll have to see if Breckstream is able to transfer that energy into a one-on-one.
Time will tell. Willard is ready for this main event action. Breckstream is full of eggs.
Bet your channel points, folks. Hope that you came out somewhat positive tonight. Gambling's a cruel business.
Here we go. Carbs or protein?
Oh my god, immediate spear out of there. Just Breckstream down like I am after eating pasta.
Are you down with PASTA? Oh my god, the fumes.
We've been commentating for many florns.
So many gorns. Oh! Bread to bread suplex. Down goes Breckstream.
Again, Loaf, just a rather adaptable bone structure there. Certainly full of what might be muscle. And look, check out that butt crack from Loaf.
You mean that crust?
That crust, I mean. Sorry.
You know, we don't have healthcare, but we do have the Love Doctor, and the Love Doctor does what he does.
What does that mean?
Well, it's been intentionally cryptic so that you can draw your own conclusions.
Oh, okay. You're like Damon Lindelof.
Shout out to Damon Lindelof, who will be making the HBO limited series of Quarantine Action Wrestling. See it all, from how it started as a German of an idea and spread like a virus across Twitch. Damon Lindelof.
Do you have questions? We're not going to answer them. Damon Lindelof.
If you have questions, email them to jjabrams@qaw.com.
I am ready to address some loose threads at this moment.
One. Kick out at one. Like, where's Amrak?
Who?
Well, I believe that Amrak might actually... never mind.
Make sure to tweet at Ellen DeGeneres and tell her that she sucks. Use that hashtag QAW.
And of course, we are narrowing in on the finalists of who's going to eat dinner at Olive Garden with Vin Diesel.
All it takes is just 25 more tweets at Vin Diesel, at Ellen DeGeneres and Jeremy Irons, asking who's gonna go to Olive Garden with Vin Diesel.
They know what it means. Spear to loaf.
All right, the wrestling match.
There is a match.
Slingshot out of the corner. Loaf has been grounded. Breckstream shoots in. One. Oh. Rising from that pin is Loaf.
Now, the meaning of a kick out at one is also up to interpretation, but it's usually just that you can get the kick out early.
Wow!
Ooh.
Slingshot dropkick right to the chest, right to the breadbasket, if you will.
Breckstream thrown for a Loaf there. Loaf looking to take advantage.
Loaf looking uncharacteristically aggressive tonight. Maybe...
Sliced bread there.
One. Two. Oh, kick out at two.
Maybe that match with Playboy Prometheus left Loaf a little more changed than we thought. Maybe. A little bit darker after spending some time in that toaster. Do you smell toast?
Perhaps. Oh, go to sleep over there on Breckstream.
One. Two. No.
Whew.
That bread was not crusty enough to keep down Breckstream, who is no stranger to toast.
We know Loaf can turn it on when they need to. Just crank up that aggression, taking on the new mantra adopted by Education of tough love.
You gotta get tough if you want to be victorious. The Loaf was able to support Eddie all the way to his title challenge, but maybe Eddie just needed a little bit more of a killer instinct.
Maybe so. Either way, another bread to belly suplex there.
Now Loaf ascending to the top rope. Breckstream looks to be broken in half, my goodness.
Oh, man. What's Loaf going for here? Big bread splash lands it.
One, 2. No! Able to kick out there. Again, Breckstream is not going to be felled that easily by something that she is used to consuming. Early in the morning.
Breckstream, just somewhat of just an undeserved underdog, if you ask me. Seems to not be in the same conversation as other women's powerhouses such as the Slamazon and Deadlift, but Breckstream absolutely is just a titan in the ring.
Well, she's also a face competitor. She gets around you easily. I'd say as Loaf, of course, cages her and tosses her around.
So as it goes.
1, 2. Well, don't underestimate the gravity wells.
Don't do it, please.
The gravity wells get explained in season 2, I think.
That's right. As long as you keep pressing that subscribe button, like Desmond in the room from Lost, we will keep broadcasting.
Remember that cover here from Breckstream.
1. Kick out at 1.
Remember that one season where my whole bit was that I had sex?
What?
Okay.
Yeah, I don't either. That was a long time ago. Big spear there on Breckstream.
Down she goes.
Willard hopping out of the way.
And now, an impressive headlock headstand there from Loaf.
Little uncharacteristic showmanship, little showing up a Breckstream from Loaf there.
Speaking of season 1 callbacks, may have learned that from Max Brass.
Who?
One half of Chunkle.
No, that was Big Daddy.
All right.
Go to sleepover.
The lore is deep and confusing.
1, 2. Kick out at 2.
And that's why we got Damon Lindelof on board.
Yeah. Remember the Armenian Missile Crisis?
Do you remember how the talent lost his kids in a steel cage?
We still don't know where the talent's kids are.
They're working the cameras.
Remember Mike Diesel?
Yeah. He was a dick. He had a filthy glove.
Remember the New England States Heritage Championship belt had New York on it?
It looked like it was made at a children's camp.
But whose children?
The talents.
The bacon breaker there on Loaf.
Breaking the bacon of Loaf. 1, 2. No! Loaf is awake, not having a lilac dream.
Remember Shakes?
Clapping it up. Breckstream clapping it up. No! Down goes Loaf. And another bowling over.
Breckstream. Train's leaving the station. Boom.
There we go. Breckstream. Very specific pinpointed offense. Hey, remember Hawkeye?
Oh my goodness. Mammoth offense. Remember the mammoth? Boot to the back of the head. No, Withers down.
Down goes Willard Breckstream, pushing down the pervert.
Remember Ethan?
That time traveling fuck.
Oh shit! Almost tried to land the syrup stomp there, but Loaf scooting to their feet.
Sends Breckstream into the Scobie corner.
Now looking to hit sliced bread number 2 again. That's 4 sliced bread. That's 2 sandwiches.
Certainly is. Cross arm breaker. Now looking to work some Maxilon magnificent magic.
Is this going to be a perjury of her arm?
Nope, she keeps it. Now just wailing on the head of Loaf.
Remember Deadly Fred?
Oh, I felt that one.
Didn't he die in the woods? So sad.
I think so. Yeah.
In the governor's compound. We speak no evils.
Yeah, remember the governor's compound came up once?
You lived, actually, I thought Turd's tree was there.
I lived in the governor's compound for a while, yeah.
Yeah, you lived in a tree.
That was last season. Now Turd lives in a tree house, thank you.
Well, now it's an underground H.
Email J.J. Abrams. Oh my goodness. Well, folks, the action has returned to the ring as we return to sanity. This gas leak has got to be addressed.
They were fighting in the crowd there for a minute, but this gas leak. I think we literally just took a trip through time, friends.
Don't lie, that's perjury.
Remember Road Rage?
I thought he was hanging out with Santa.
I guess.
Now hangs Breckstream upside down.
Oh God, kicked out of the Tree of Woe.
Oh my goodness.
Both these competitors are tired, folks.
Well, our thoughts go out to the Tiger King, who looks suspiciously like one half of Poof the Magical Game Show.
Yeah, weird.
Well, there we are, folks. Loaf is starting to get a little bit more aggressive again. There is an arty to this wrestling, and you just got to felt your way through it.
You wears all leather.
He's so fat.
He sucks. Hold on. Bring it up. Loaf hitting the flat jack flip.
Inverted suplex. Is this enough to keep Loaf down? 1.
Hook in the crust.
No.
Oh my God. Loaf's still in this, folks. Breckstream doesn't seem to know what to do next.
Flipping Loaf like a pancake, but... Oh! Jawjacker there. Sends her into the corner. Now looking to make her leave town like Rick Canavan.
Who?
I assume he's alright.
Oh, Willard scurries out of the way.
He was close there, Willard. Touch and go.
Oh,
which is the way Willard likes it.
It's looking to make him howl like a gypsy wolf.
Yeah, remember Gypsy Howling Wolf?
I do not.
Yeah.
Repeated backbreakers and down goes Loaf.
Make sure to follow our YouTube channel, folks, to get all these references. Now Breckstream up to the top. Oh, I think she's setting up for the syrup stomp there. Can she land it? She does!
Right to the center of the bread. 1, 2, 3, and Breckstream wins the breakfast bash.
Breckstream remains the queen of breakfast. Protein over carbs, folks.
Well, there you have it. When you're getting your brunch together and you're inviting your friends over, you say, hey, come out here a little bit earlier and it'll be breakfast. And also, we'll make eggs.
Well, we just saw breakfast for dinner, folks. Thank you so much for joining us for tonight's show. If you are looking for Boston's biggest entertainment every single Thursday night at 8 p.m., make sure to check out Quarantine Action Wrestling on 2MB Studios. Follow, subscribe to the channel. Check out the Patreon for all the content that these artists are offering. And thanks again for being with us.
We look forward to entertaining you every week here. Be sure to like, share, subscribe, tell your friends, tell your enemies. They'll love it. Join our Discord. Why not?
Find Turd Tahoe on Friendster.
Look up my MySpace.
Check out Le Magnifique Nordique's clamshell phone on his LinkedIn.
Venmo me 12 cents.
Be sure to eat what the future eats. $16 fast breaks.
And find Conspiracy Carl on Parlor.
That's all we have time for, folks. I'm Mike Mann for Turd Tahoe and Buckley Swantoon saying,
love you.